these, two little gorgeous kiddies.
Yeah.
4 and 6, Apple and Moses. How do you do the working mum shuffle? I mean, those of us who have kids in the same country find it a stretch.
Yeah.
How do you do it when you're here, there, and everywhere?
Well, I make sure that I'm never away from them for, longer than 5 days, a week at the most. But I don't work very much, I do one film a year. And then I do the rest of my stuff at home, and I have my other projects, and I make sure that I'm there. I mean, they're only little once, and it goes so quickly, and I want to be the person who picks them up from school every day, and it is a balance. Sometimes I have to not do something that sounds really appealing, but it just doesn't work for my family. So you can't have it all, you can't.
One of those other projects that you mentioned is your newsletter and blog, GOOP.
Right.
In which one of the things that you've talked about was your struggle with postpartum depression after you had Moses.
Mm-hmm.
It's still such a taboo subject, weirdly.
I know, I don't know why.
Amongst mums.
Yeah.
It really is. What did you go through, and how did you get beyond it?
It was really strange because I didn't know what was wrong with me, and nobody had ever talked to me about the possibility of it. And I really had the opposite experience when I had my daughter. I was euphoric, and I was just so overjoyed, and I felt so much. And when Moses was born, I had the opposite experience, and it was really terrifying. I didn't know what was wrong with me, just kind of a numbness and a lack of interest and a lack of feeling yourself, and very down, and all of these things. And luckily, after about 4 months, I started to really come out of it, and because some women experience it for much, much longer. But I think it's so important for women to know that it happens, it's common, and there's nothing wrong with them, and they're not a bad mother.
So how did you move past it?
I started to realize it, and then I started to exercise and kind of pull myself out of it and realize, oh, I think there is something actually wrong. And as soon as I gave myself permission to know that there was something wrong, funnily enough, I started to move out of it.
Give me the ball. You got any tricks up your sleeve? Anything you know how to do to stop this?
Yeah, don't take somebody out of rehab before the rehab.
You've done something rather brave at certain points in your career. You sang.
Yeah.
Duets.
Yep.
Country Strong,
yep.
Which is soon to be released. And you're about to go on Glee.
That's right.
Apparently.
That's right.
But what's the appeal of somebody like you, who's a big movie star, going small screen?
Ryan Murphy's a friend of mine. I was in a film of his called Running with Scissors a few years ago. And he asked me if I would do this 2-episode guest spot, and I had never seen the show. But my brother said, oh, you have to do it. It's great. Everybody loves the show, and you'll have fun, because he knows me, and he knows that I love singing and all of that. And so I started watching it, and now I'm completely obsessed with it.
So you've done comedy, drama, thrillers, period pieces, movies that require singing, movies that require nudity, movies that require you to be a guy.
Right.
Is there anything that you won't tackle?
I don't think so. I'm up for any challenge.
What's left after all that?
I don't know. I'll fling myself in the I'm not sure. I've never done stunts or anything like that, but like hardcore. But I don't know if I could. I'm an old mother now, with a bad back. I can't see myself bungee jumping off a cliff or anything at this point. I think I missed that boat.
Gwyneth, this has been such a pleasure.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was really nice to talk to you.